Hey, I'm Kev Kermasker, and welcome to NASCAR 21 Ignition. Finally, as it came out at the end of October, but since then there's been a couple of updates after a very rocky opening, shall we say, for them. So we'll see if there's been any improvements since the game came out, and if it's a game that's maybe worth to, putting on the old Christmas shopping list or not. The answer is no, but I'll explain why as we go through the video. So, NASCAR 21 Ignition, it was very hyped. It was a game that has come from Motorsport Games, which took over 704 Games, who used to publish the NASCAR Heat games, which came out recently, done by Monster Games, who used to actually do NASCAR Heat games around 20 years ago, when NASCAR gaming was at its peak, I believe, with the likes of NASCAR Racing from Papyrus, who of course did, Grand Prix Legends as well, and would go on to, in some form, iRacing. And then we also had the NASCAR Heat games from Monster Games. We had the EA games as well, coming from the late 90s, and they were very popular, getting very good as well towards its peak in the mid-thousands before dropping off. But yeah, NASCAR games were, very good order 20 years ago, but since then it's kind of declined. As I said, it kind of peaked with the EA games in the mid-thousands maybe, but then EA got the exclusive license, lost it at the end of the thousands. It went to Activision, and there were a few games in the around a decade ago, which weren't that great, but some were okay, from what I can tell, but some weren't that great at all. But after Activision came Monster Games with the NASCAR Heat series from 2015, 2016, and with their 4 games for Monster Games, with 704 Games publishing, very mixed reception to the games, like lots of promise at first, which never really got fully utilized, and game never really evolved, I would say, in what people wanted. And then NASCAR Heat 5 was basically just to fulfill the license. It seems like it was just spat out by 704 Games before we had this game coming out this year. This is like a game that's taken 2 years to be made on the Unreal Engine, built from the ground up by Motorsport Games, their first kind of game released as well. Motorsport Games, of course, are working on a British Touring Car Championship game, a World Endurance Championship game, an IndyCar game, all meant to be coming out in the next couple of years. But this is their first title, and it was kind of hyped up as well because apparently they're going to use a bit of R-Factor 2 magic as well in it for the physics. So for sim racers, such as myself, who like sim racing, it's like, well, their stock cars and R-Factor 2 are great. Should be great in this as well. We get into why not. But yeah, the hype did not. It never hits the hype levels. 2 games, especially nowadays where we get games released to a deadline rather than completion. So now we're in the getting the game to completion phase for this, with some patches and some fixes. There was one released just last week trying to fix like frame rate and ghosting and online play. So we'll see if there are many more patches come in, or if they just move on to the next NASCAR game, because they've got an exclusive license for, I think it's a decade. It's a long time you can't exist with a license for, so there's going to be lots of motorsport NASCAR games coming out. But as you can see, first up we've got career, race now, online, customization, and options. And we always begin with options, as we've got what your standard. We've got the legal settings, so you can see my birthday. I'm actually, as you can see, just turned 31. I'm not actually 32. So we've got units. We've got imperial or metric, because we're in America, it's going to be imperial. In views, cockpit, dashboard, hood, bumper, roof, chase, far chase, like they're all good. Take HUD on and off. You got the steering animation as well. You can show wheel hands, just a wheel or none. In language, we've got English, Espanol, Deutsch, Francais, Italiano, Portuguese, Braziliano. I don't know how to say that. Getting back to English. So the language is okay. Bet always a couple more. No, it's always like the Chinese or Japanese as well, but I imagine there's not a big market for NASCAR in those areas. And then the first big issue, controls. So I'm actually playing my Xbox controller. The game reads my T300 wheel, but only when I'm in the game. And they've only had it in like saturation settings in the last patch as well for your wheel, so you can set like dead zones and everything. They don't read my host and failed pedals, so I can't use my wheel, unfortunately. So I have to use the controller, and it's a bit tricky on the controller as well. But as you can see, there are like steering wheel settings. You can see lots of Fanatec wheels and Thrustmaster, Logitech as well. I don't know if the direct drive wheels work. I don't think the Fanatec podium wheels on there, or CSL DD. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's there, so yeah, I'm not sure about direct drive wheels at all, but so I couldn't get my wheel working anyway. And now I can't select options. I'll be back in a sec. It's already broken. It's actually not letting me select controls now. What have I done to you? Oh my god, I can't select controls. Oh, hang on. There we go. I have to use the mouse. There we go. It wasn't working again. But yeah, no, again, I can't. I have to use the mouse to select it. Good start. Good start. So difficulty and assist. So this is normal. You've got rookie, champion, blah, 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 blah. You've got custom. So, oh my god. Okay, it's still broken. So you've got champion, difficulty, extreme, novice, rookie, veteran. So we're like in the middle. We've got veteran. So you've got champion, extreme ahead, novice and rookie behind. In driving line, you can turn that on and off. Steering assist, so low, medium, or high, or off. Brake assist, low, high, or off. ABS. Ideally, I'd like to have this on actually. It's a bit tricky on the brakes, but I've been trying it just now. I tried it on when I first got the game, but now I'll try it now with the brakes. Seems like it's a bit better with the brakes now. You can try it on and off, and then traction control, low, medium, high, or off. And then transmission, manual, or automatic. So that's all your options. These B works. And then audio. So you've got the master volume, you've got voiceover volume, engine volume as well. High noise volume, spotter volume, and music volume. So you've got music, of course, turned off, and then you've got your raised. So you've got night mode or normal. So this is the volume of your car engine relative to other audio. We've got it max. And I'm in a pack. I can't hear my car. So for ovals, it's rubbish. I've just been testing out on like the road course as well. When I'm in a pack, I can barely hear my car. So I wish I would say, again, like all racing games should probably have other car volume. So you can turn that down slightly, or other like vehicle volume, just so we can turn them down as well. And then, yeah, I wish there were more options as well for the kind of like crash sounds, like to maybe turn those up and down. Like just having more options for volumes. So yeah, it's a bit sparse, I would say, for options. Legal and then display. Apparently we're not allowed to click on that. But again, we've got custom, low, medium, high, ultra, epic. I think we've had it on high. So you've got age-tropic filtering. You can't actually choose TAA and TXAA and all that. You just got port settings. I know you can choose that when you're in-game. I don't know why some settings are hidden away in-game. As you may have already seen with the controller, there's no... I talked about how there's dead zone things. You have to do that in the weekend, in the game. So you can't do it here. So yeah, shadow quality. Always a good one to turn down. Texture quality as well. Texture resolution. Get on high. Foliage resolution. Get on high like there's not much foliage around. NASCAR. No. NASCAR ovals. Then process quality. View distance scale. Again, all similar settings. As you can see. Flying clouds. Particles. Again, another one to turn down. If you're struggling to run it. Perfection quality. So you can actually turn that off as well. Then depth of field, all the same settings. Anti-aliasing as well. And then motion blur, another good one to turn down to slow. Well, these personal preference, but I hate motion blur normally, so keep that low. And then rear view mirror quality, and so you keep that high. So let me Come on, game. I can't actually reach the top of the daily preset. Let's keep that on just high, I guess. And then I'm allowed to. Again, there's no bar to scroll down. What the hell is this? Good to have a bar here just so I can scroll up and down. Of doing this, so keep that low. That's medium. That's medium. And then where was text? Not texture quality. So quality, I'll just put that medium as well, just to make sure everything runs okay. I think it just ignored my settings. Yes, it did. Of course it did. Thank you, game. Thanks for doing that. But yeah, that's all the settings. So a bit disappointing, I would say. I was hoping there'd be a bit more. Let's turn it on medium. And then customization, which is the good one. We are in the booth then. So you've got manufacturer, paint color, gloss, number, decals, continuity, and new car. So manufacturer, of course, we've got Toyota, Ford, and Chevrolet. So it would be Toyota. Then paint color. So as you can see, you've got the whole spectrum to choose from. So I think we tried to go for like a blue color. And that might be pink. Or purple, sorry. For my color blindness, but yeah. Do that. And then you can change the color of the side skirts as well. The spoiler. Roof rails, wheels. Make those pretty damn colorful as well. Then wheel stripe. That's pretty cool. And with paint gloss, we can turn it all the way up to 100, make it as glossy as hell. Turn it all the way down to 0. Yeah, we'll keep that in the middle for the time being. Then number, so you can choose a number. I think you can choose any number as well, which is pretty cool. I think we can go. Can we go into true figures? No, you can't, can we? Don't think. Yeah, you can go from like 0 to 99. So choose 23 or 10 because I've got to save it. We got styles as well, so you've got a few different styles. See, quite a lot actually. It's all right. That's like 12 different styles there. It's not too bad. And then we can set the color again. So select all the colors. Shadow color as well. Then personalize it. So we're going to make it more slanted or not. A direction as well. So again, you can offset that a bit more or not. And then just outline thick. Just make it very thick so they have that kind of shadow. Advanced. So again, you can change this on any side. On the roof, front bumper. Oh yeah, you have to see it on the side. There you go. There's the number. And then rear bumper as well. So yeah, you can change the colour anywhere. And then decals. So we can add in, got Toyota there. We can add a new decal. You got quite a few options from the real companies. And add some shapes. Right, so again, they got the sliding bar here, but they don't have it for the options menu, which is a bit weird. So we could commentate. Here we go. We can move them across. Go this side. There you go next to 10. Move you up and down a bit as well. There you go. That looks good. And then if we edit decal, we can change the size, make it bigger or smaller, spin it. So again, a bit slanted. Can change the opacity as well, make it more faded in. And then change the color as well for some decals. So yeah, there we go. We got a nice decal. We can add a decal to the front bumper, which you can't really see. Oh, you don't add a decal to the front bumper. Yeah, contingency. So you got the standard like decal kits basically. So you can Joe Gibbs or standard. Then manufacturer as well. So change like the Goodyear stickers, as you can see above the wheel. Do that. There you go. You can see that better. And then yeah, that is it. That is the paint booth. It is slick, but works pretty well. That's the customization, and it's like a plus in this game. But yeah, customization is good. What about online? Can we do any online racing? Probably not. Because we've got multiplayer hoppers. So if you remember in, say, like Forza, so we got Shake and Bake, where you can be on the Super Speedway or Intermediate Ovals, or you can bump and run. on the road courses or short ovals. So we can change paint scheme in the back. We can be who we want to be. I don't know, be Denny, I guess, or be Bainley. There you go. And then yeah, we can basically search. I'll be back with you a sec. So I haven't actually been able to get in an online game yet. It's been out for over a month as well. It had a rubbish launch. It's unlikely there'd be people online. I think even in peak American times, I don't think there'd be many people online. So you can't test that out. So unfortunately, I can't tell you what online is like. But I can tell you what race now is like as you head to the track. As you've been Blaney, but actually, as you may have noticed, there's only NASCAR Sprint Cup cars in it. There's no Xfinity or like Truck Series Cup, or even like the fake Dirt Road Series that the Heat had. And that's because there's only Sprint Cups in this. They're not including the other series. So of course that's already one big marker down from the Heat series, is that we only got one series here to mess around with. But as you can see, we've got all the drivers, got all the year as well. I think I don't really watch NASCAR. I don't know if it's got every driver, but it's got quite a lot of them. And it's got all the tracks though. And I see more road circuits in there. Nashville Super Speedway as well, which was again new for this year, I think. Got Indy Road as well, Daytona Road, the new layout, COTA, Crystal Dirt as well, making its debut, if I remember, this year. And then for settings, so we've got race session, practice, qualify, we expect race them, got 2%, 5%, 15%. As you can see, that's when NASCAR rules come in. 25%, 50 or 100. If you really want to race in the afternoon, you've got option between 40 and 1. Clear skies, partially cloudy skies, overcast skies, and that's it. Because NASCAR don't race in wet. And then we've got dynamic or constant, so you can change the temperature to a constant temperature or just be dynamic. And then we can have visual damage, complex damage, or no damage. Complex damage, from what I remember, seemed to, if you touch the wall and over, you get a puncture. I'm hoping that's been fixed. So you've got tire wear and fuel consumption, NASCAR rules on or off, or it can be pole, last, or random position as well for the starting position. So we'll give complex a go. We'll see if it's kind of any different. And we can give you a race round. Actually, yeah, I've been going around Watkins Glen. Let's show you. I'll pull that sound Watkins Glen.
Welcome to Watkins Glen International. I'm Alex Hayden, and we're here today at one of NASCAR's favorite road courses. This racetrack gives teams lots of strategic options, so watch out for teams making some interesting calls on pit road today as they try to get track position and make some moves up the field. It's time to fire the engines. Let's go bowling at the Glen and head trackside for the command.
Okay, that was a nice little intro, wasn't it? It's the same for every track. But yeah, very, very cool. So you've got a data pad here. We can use the data pad so we can look at overall. At times we can actually, scroll through the leaderboard as well. We can look at car setup as well, lap data. We've got the options here. As I said, we've got a few more options. Now we can set the controller vibration and dead zones and saturation. No idea why it's split in this menu instead of just being on the main menu, or just having all the options here again when you select this menu. I have no idea why it's just separate. Makes no design sense. Same for video. Now you can set your screen size when you're in the frickin' race. And brightness as well, and gamma. And we can do VSync, frame limiter, so it can be windowed or full screen, no borders windowed, which I normally like. And then, yeah, I think this is the highest resolution, isn't it? I know you do get 4K res all the way down. So Yeah, at least you got most of the resolutions I imagine folks were playing on. But yeah, I find this utterly bizarre. But they have these settings here, but not on the main menu. You have to get into the freaking race to set your screen size. And no, they've got the quality settings here with a freaking scroll bar. What is going on here? I don't get it. 50 insist, at least that makes sense. And we got general. So you got all these settings again showing up. And then for some reason they've got this split up from general, speech and vehicle. Why is that split up here? But not, again, not on the main menu. Why is it inconsistent? What is going on, Motorsport game? It's options baffle me. Alright, I've never seen such a badly set out options in quite a while in a game. Anyway, we've got setups. Look at this. We can do loose, stable, or tight. Oh, you wanted in-depth setup options. Okay, let me just do that. So if I select that. No, these are options. That's it. No, you thought NASCAR was bad, didn't you? Some of you. You can't do anything like that. You can't set like cambers. You can't set like tire temps. You can't do anything with suspension. With with the wedges and everything. You can't do any of that. You just have presets. Yeah, it's not a sim game. All right, let's just get that out of the way first. It's not a sim game. Okay. Oh, let's go to track. Oh, that can't be any worse. You like this little animation though? It's telling us to bugger off now. Alright, it's starting in fourth. Oh yeah, you can't rebind the controls as well. I've got Y is gear up, B is gear down, A, I don't know, let's just confirm. X hit, now we've got grill tape, reg. Now you've got your normal menu for like pit options. Got track bar, tyres. Hi guy. How you doing? So yeah, you got tyres, so you can set for just left or right. Track bar as well. So you've got settings here. There's that. Fuel, so you can full or one can. Repair minimal or full. We might need full. And then now you can set your tyre PSI as well. Absolutely love that they've gone all out on the pit options menu rather than the car setup. So you can change the reg as well. Not really a thing that we concentrate on as well on road courses compared to ovals. And then yeah, grill tape as well. So if your car's overheating, your car's underheating, you know, not getting up to temperature, you can adjust that. Anyway, let's try and do a proper race. Yeah, it's always great when you have a game where you can't rebind the controls at all. So I keep going down the first by accident. So you got 2 laps here. If you don't get it caught on the freaking curb. I'll try and show you the racing as well on a road course. Because when we go into Korea, I'm going to show you what it's like on an oval. So, an high-speed oval. So, sounds are okay. Like, they're not... my socks off, but they're okay. Just remember, on medium difficulty yet. That's cool. The wheels do, like, popping. As what they are. There's a bit funny in front. Our opponents. So behind Danny Suarez. And down the inside. Still there. Holding it on the outside. One left. All clear. Oh no, it. Austin didn't. Got one left. Clear. Again, I can't hear my car. I'm going off. I can hear them clearly. So we go take the helm.
Right. Got one right. Clear, clear.
Everyone responds. Oh, we've got coal bush behind.
One left.
So complex damage. You have damaged the camber a bit with that takedown. Again, I'm just demonstrating what's possible with the game, okay? Yeah, camber's gone. That's on the last lap. And then cut the course.
Car right.
Accidentally pressed my pit menu.
Clear.
I need that. Just getting a no coal bush. Yeah, that's very weird, isn't it? Through that right hander. Our opponent's doing. I have no idea what's happening to the live timing. That seems to be going a bit random.
One left. Clear all around. Alright, looks like we got a tire down here. Take it easy.
Oh, yeah, tyre down. I told you, complex damage. Tyre goes down. And now we probably can't get out of the gravel trap. If I remember the change view. Here we go. So let's see what tyre's down. If we try and accelerate, it's like, is that one? Is it? Oh no, hang on, we can accelerate out. As you can see, if I'm hitting the wall hard, there's not too much damage. Okay, maybe there is. It's like you've got like guards for the front of the car. We'll see. Yeah, and it's like front left's a bit knackered. There's hoods. There's dash cam. Then there you go. There's the in-cut. That's good race, wasn't it? Did well. Do we want the view replay? And I've done this before. The FPS was horrible. Let me see if they fixed it. As you've got broadcast T, so we can go to full screen. Unfortunately, you can't get rid of the options. Oh, slightly better. Still a bit bad. Still lagging slightly. They've got a couple of broadcast TV options. And go through all the different cameras. So we can auto or go to rear, hoods. Okay, so you can see we can go through the drivers as well. We just set it to auto. And then slow it down. You can try and get those screenshots, I guess. And then pause, accelerate, rewind, skip ahead, skip back. Which seems to be broken. Let me just... There you go. So yeah, that's all the options for a replay. It seems to be running smooth. It was horrendous running before when it launched, so... Yeah, do not touch the curve. Oh my god, we made the camera shake. That's how hard we hit the ball there. But yeah, it's not the... It's not the best. There's no photo mode. Which has to be a thing now. It's like in every game is photo mode, but yeah, we don't have that in it. It's like... They said you can't get rid of the options at the bottom as well. So if you are trying to get a photo, you have to try and hide that or pop that out. I guess on Steam we've got screenshot mode so we can screenshot and stuff. But yeah, if you're a console player, I don't see any photo mode. Which is pretty disappointing. How's it getting at Blaney work? The gear change, love it. And now the whole camera's shaking. Let's get to the main event then. Career. So I did start a career last time for my review video before I got ill, but let's start a new one, shall we? Let's show you what happens. You try and become a NASCAR legend. So you can sign with a team. I don't believe you can create your own team. I don't think. So yeah, you got all the teams on show. So we can be with... I don't know who I want to be with, to be honest. Maybe with Bros. With Bros is legendary name. Can be. Or Chip Ganassi. Or 23 XL Racing or XI. XL, isn't it? As yeah, let's be with bros. Are you sure? Yep. It's all my first name. And then my last name. Yeah, Kev Driver. Why not? I was born to drive. So here's the calendar. So you can view the calendar. As you can see, we've got races like every weekend. In NASCAR, there's very little time off during the season. And I find it... As someone who, follows mainly European racing, following this racing and seeing that they've had any time off, but most drivers do race during the week as well. Like, quite a few drivers do that as well, racing at the local ovals. So, crazy how much they race during a year. New contract starts today. Shouldn't have any new contract offers. Why not? Oh, not my reputation gone up. As you can see, here we go. So the reputation with teams. No one's that interested. Legacy leaderboard. So a bit like, say, in Madden, where you got the Hall of Fame, like legacy stuff. We got legacy here as well. They're panning out throughout the whole of the field. Kevin Harvick as the biggest legacy, even ahead of Bill Elliott. And then settings. So again, we can set race length and everything. Team profile, so you can actually read up on the drivers. So as you can see, Bubba Wallace, he's not good on road courses, but decent intermediate tracks. He's got a bit of momentum. We've got a strong relationship with it. Strong team relationship, high success rate, medium expectations. If we go to, say, Hendrick Racing and go to, say, Chase Elliott. High, strong as well, and he's very good at road courses. Probably got the best ranking there, but not very good at intermediate tracks. And see fan count and value as well. You can see Denny Hamlin got high value, got decent fan count as well. What about Kyle Busch? Yeah, a bit more value and hot fan count. Did they say he was rubbish at short tracks? What the hell? Yeah, 60. What? Alright. Guess you got to balance him out. And yeah, that's contract offers. You can view the standings as well. You can see points, starts, wins, top 5, top 10, DNFs, laps led, stage wins. They have points. But what about the racing? They are in the garage then. As practice begins. And here we go. We can have a proper look at it now. So yeah, again, car settings. Options, lap time, so you can see lap data, you can see the time and then how many laps. And then we can see the track map, you can see drivers on map. I was hoping it'd be like F1 where you could go on board with them, but apparently not. So, yeah, should we do a lap or two in practice to show you what it's like around Daytona? Actually, let's start a cruise. Oh, I don't. How are you doing?
We're just looking for good, consistent run here, driver.
It's cool we actually get to be pushed out of the garage here as well. A bit more than the Watkins Glen. Apparently we're in the back of the pits as well. And driven out. So we go across the line round Daytona. High speed. We've got no HUDs. Look. Someone's about to join the track.
One left. Clear.
But joining on my watch. Well, it seems okay. The order is pretty clear. And then you never guess what's happening next. Going left. It is Daytona. It is flat out. High speed banking. Or the restrictor plate races, aren't they, Daytona? With like Talladega and all the other like high speed ovals. But they put a plate on the to limit the power, isn't it? Output. To limit the speeds. Apparently horsepower's going up for next season for NASCAR with the new cars. But should hopefully make the racing interesting. But yeah, this is Daytona. It's only by ourselves. Looks okay. It's not very bumpy. I'm not feeling much from the track surface. When you play it in, say, like iRace, and there's quite high bumps in like 3 and 4, for example. Or 3. But yeah, that's a couple of laps. So we were actually 6th. Not bad for the Wood Bros.
We're here for Daytona 500 qualifying day. I'm Alex Hayden of MRN, here to bring you all the action. Mock runs were made in practice, but today is the day to see who has the speed, the handling, but most importantly, the steadiness of the wheel to put together a perfect lap at over 180 miles per hour. The crews have pushed the cars out to the grid, and the drivers are ready to go. This is the first real indication of who's brought the fastest race car for the most prestigious race of the season. Who will be your Daytona 500 pole sitter? Will it be another Chevy front row lockout? A rookie pole sitter? Let's get the engines fired and session started.
As they are sitting in the car. Well, I've got to get rid of my camera, but yeah, you can see presentation's pretty slick. Probably the best thing about the game is the presentation. It reminds me of like has anybody played the PGA 2K game? Reminds me of that presentation with like the music in the background and like the very professional announcer as well. Reminds me of that, or was it Golf Club with 2019 US PGA Tour? Reminds me of that. But yeah, you can see data as well. So be running quite high up the order, I'd imagine. Right, let's do some qualifying.
Here we go. Qualifying.
Go, send me out. Get strapped in. You get released like immediately. I do like that. You get not much time before the line. Maybe not good for maybe some road courses, but for here, for the ovals are pretty good. Maybe not for the short oval. I can imagine on Bristol Dirt it'd be helpful. Can release like that. But we stick to the yellow line. Stick quite low. Make sure you're not scrubbing too much speed, which is not a difficult skill to attain, but difficult to master with some cars. An oval. By having that confidence to not steer at all, really, sometimes. Just hope the car grips. And then the best lines, especially on qualifying runs as well. And then, of course, the drafting and everything in the race. Oh, very different. Did we turn the HUD off? I did not mean to turn the HUD off. We'll fix that for the race. There you go, down the back straight. You don't really need to see it for practice or qualifying. Wait for the race. Go through the final corner. Now run to the line. Don't know if we can go under the yellow line. We'll keep on it. It's 14th, middle of the pack. We'll take that. I want to show you some third person racing and going full third person mode with the far chase view here. This seems to be decent for oval racing because, as you can see, it's a bit difficult to judge in cockpit of the cars. Let's come on. Trying to catch up here. Oh my god, what's going on with the shadows? I shouldn't have chosen third person view. I can show you that with different views as
Clear, clear, clear.
oh, we're trying to keep up. We don't have the speed. Finally getting a bit of draft. Good bonnet cam. Everyone's kind of going a bit wide in that first corner, stacking up. The dashboard cam. This seems like a very unsettling cam.
Clear all around.
Just a couple of tenths down at the moment. It isn't very quiet in this view as well. It's just not out with the unsettling illness. There you go, here's normal cockpit view. Next to the wing mirror, so then back then behind.
Stay right. Clear all around.
Let's try and battle a bit with the Joe Logano. Former series champ. Got a bit. Not giving us great information here. Trying to go down the inside. Unless they are going, but I don't know where line.
3 wide. You got 2 up top.
Come back here. Now, see me when you got close chase to show you. So yeah, I was showing you all the views it. Right, and there we go. Might be the best view to race then. I don't know. My God, we are closing up suddenly to everyone.
Got 1 right. Clear, clear.
Oh, got a bit of a run on Joey, but no, not getting the draft. Got to try and create the big one, you know, at the end of the race. 17th. Not the greatest race, was it? His top 3 pulled away. Alex Bowman won ahead of Ricky Stenhouse. What the hell? Everyone finished though. Someone somehow lapped down. What? Because it was a Rick Ware car. Maybe the, you know, starting parking. So yeah, you can see the standings. You can see the winnings, top 5, top 10s. Laps there. Playoff points as 1 as well. For owners, which is pretty cool. Expected probably, but pretty cool. Then you've got teams. So you can see all 4 different teams. So Wood Brothers, they're in 9th. And what's this owner? Oh, so it'd be the same order. Then manufacturers, in CTO at the top head of Chevy and Ford. So yeah, those are standings. You can see 4 different seasons as well. Next side reputation. So gone up slightly. Gone slightly down for Wood Brothers, but gone up with other brothers. Gone down. Oh, especially with Richard Petty. What the hell? What do we do to you? You're not one of their drivers. And Legacy leaderboard. We've got 1 Legacy. So we're catching up to Kevin Harvick. Oh, not actually. I think he's actually pulled away from us. But yeah, you can view driver stats. You can view it throughout the years. Look at this. So this is actually pretty cool. Be able to view it from different seasons. You can see the season he was champ as well in 2014. Have no winnings here though. That's just an anomaly. Let's see. Let's look at Bill Elliott. Now, he got his winnings, but as you can see, he didn't have all his positions. I guess it's when he was running like part time. Then Kyle Busch. Yeah, I don't have winnings for these years. Are they just not published, or are they like 5 years like before they don't publish the winnings or something? Yeah, he's made 79 mil just from winnings. And then yeah, we got his 2 seasons winning in 2019, 2015. And then Denny Hamlin, the guy who's a bit like Kyle Edwards was. So close, but so far as well to winning championships. There you go. Yeah, that's pretty cool about driver stats. That's a nice feature. And then, as you can see, we've got the race at, I think it's Atlanta next, is it? No, Daytona Road now. I forget, that's replaced. And then Homestead, yeah, they changed the schedule majorly from what I remember. So, you got that. So, you can just go to the next event. You can advance date. There you go. So, we can now go to practice or simulate session. Oh yeah, that is NASCAR 21 Ignition. It's very basic, shall we say. That's probably the best way to describe it. It's got a lack of features, a lack of even gameplay options. Like, where's just practice here? Where's time patrol? Where's time attack or something? Where's that? Why have we got to be racing? Why can't I just go around the track by myself? Why can't I just test out settings? Where's my setup? Why can't I test out settings? You know, why are the settings even split up as well? Why is all the options split up? Why is all that happening? Why is customization the only thing that seems to be working properly? What's up with that? What's up, the controls not really working properly? What's it with crashing as well? So when it's loading into a session, if you try and click out, try not to tab out, it crashes. That's happened with me a couple of times during this video. Why is display option different? Why I don't have a scroll bar here, but I do when it's in the race and I have chicken display. Why is audio split up during the race but not here? Why is general just not enough, like on the languages and general options, really, I would say. And yeah, difficulty in assist. At least this is okay, I guess. I love the slider of the numbers, like from 0 to 100, and you can set your difficulty like that. I would have loved to see that. Again, with help from R-Factor 2, I would have maybe expected to see that in this game, but obviously not. But yeah, it just... I went back actually and played NASCAR Heat 5 because that was the game, as I said, just kind of recycled out of NASCAR Heat 4 basically. And my god, compared to this game, that game is amazing. It's got so much more depth in career. You actually can work your way from the bottom and just go to the top. You got this like dirt career first. You can own a team as well. If anybody's played SRX the game, that was the game by Monster Games as well, who did the NASCAR Heat games. So almost exactly similar, like career mode options, a bit more basic in SRX game. But my god, great in NASCAR Heat. But yeah, this is just... I like some of the things in career. It's just, I don't feel like it's a career. It just feels like more like a season mode, and just repeating season mode after and after and after. But maybe it gets better during career, like with your agent, you get sponsors, and I don't know, maybe other stuff happen. But yeah, it seems very, very one-dimensional at the moment. And then yeah, online, unfortunately, can't try that out. Options a bit all over the place. Customization's okay. Race now, again, as I said, I would like to see more stuff. There were challenges as well in NASCAR Heat, which you could like do some challenges and stuff. That would have been nice to see as well in this. But yeah, it's just the first building block of something that will hopefully get much better in the future. Again, for NASCAR gaming fans, you've heard there's NASCAR Heat. You know, it's not, and that didn't really happen, but they did try things. Like I said, with career mode, they tried to expand it with like the fake dirt career mode and stuff. Even though the general gameplay and stuff, and there's still bugs and stuff from the first game that we didn't get rid of. Like, I was frustrating. And if we see the same thing here with the motorsport games, like again, there's going to be like a decade of frustration, NASCAR racing fans. But the good things, the presentation, customization, the stats, as you saw in career mode, that's all right. I just wish there was more, and it was working properly. Because there used to be, if you had a big crash on like an oval as well, the AI were rubbish. They would just crash into you. It was Major X, which was hilarious, but I'm not sure if that's totally fixed because I've only done a couple races, as you've seen, so I'm not sure if that's totally gone. But AI seem a bit more competent. You see, they're a bit funny around Watkins getting around that corner as well. With the wheel hops and stuff, that was a bit weird. But yeah, that again, AI racing could be okay. It seems okay around Daytona. That was pretty good. We're just a bit down on the speed because we're in like a Wood Brothers car, which is like top tier, like middle tier. So we'll probably finish where we could have. But yeah, in general, like I said, it's a long-term project. This is a rubbish first effort. There's a bit of a basis for something maybe in the future, but you got to really expand career mode, expand the gameplay options, expand just the options in general. have wheel options that are working as well. And yeah, there's just lots of work to be done from this game to improve for the next one. So if you're a NASCAR fan, get iRacing. That's all I can say. They have AI now in iRacing as well. So if you don't want to play online against people, you can just race the AI on the ovals. And they've got all the ovals that are in NASCAR. They've got all the next-gen cars as well. It's probably better just to get iRacing. I know it's a bit more expensive maybe for a year to just play that, but it's worth much more than this, I would say, if you actually want good racing and have fun. So yeah, get iRacing. That's my conclusion for NASCAR Heat, for NASCAR 21 Ignition. Or just get, you know, as I said, the NASCAR Heat games. If you want, just concentrate on career. The racing might not be the greatest, but career mode seems like it's got depth and fun and is interesting. So if you're looking at these for career mode, it might be interesting. It wasn't really worth waiting a month and a half to review this, was it? I'll be back next time with Circuit Superstars. So they've just had a big update released last week. So we're going to check that out because that's got oval racing as well now. And it's a lot of fun little arcade game, but actually passes as a fun arcade game rather than pretend to be something else. So thanks for watching. And we'll see if Circuit Superstars is much better next time.
All right, coming to green here. Far right. Clear, clear, clear. Stay right. Still next to you. Clear, clear, clear. Stay right. Still inside. Still there. Still next to you. All clear. Stay right. Stay high. Still there. Clear, clear, clear. Stay left. Clear, clear, clear.